Bladder disease, cystitis, bacteria. Collection number 1. Blackberry leaves, 4 teaspoons, St. John's wort herb, 4 teaspoons, elderflower, 4 teaspoons, chamomile flowers, 4 teaspoons, linden flowers, 4 teaspoons. 1 tablespoon of the mixture per 1 cup of boiling water. Infuse, wrapped, until it cools down, then strain. Drink 2 cups of the infusion in the evening. It serves as a good diaphoretic to enhance sweat secretion. Collection number 2. Flaxseed, 1 part, bean pods, without seeds, 1 part, bilberry leaves, 1 part, oat straw, 1 part. 3 tablespoons of the mixture in 3 cups of water. Boil for 10 minutes, infuse for 20 to 30 minutes, strain. Take 50 g several times a day. The daily dose is 3 cups. The decoction is used for bladder catarrh and diabetes. Field horsetail, herb. 2 tablespoons, heaping, of field horsetail, pour 1 liter of water. Boil for 10 minutes. Infuse, wrapped, for 20 minutes, then strain. Place the horsetail herb in a cloth pouch and apply it, hot, to the lower abdomen, covering with something warm. Take the decoction internally, 1 cup 2 to 3 times a day. Or, for painful urination, drink hot tea made from a decoction of field horsetail and chamomile flowers, mixed equally. Take 3 cups throughout the day. Or, for this decoction, take blue cornflower flowers and field horsetail herb, mixed equally. Drink in sips. At the same time, perform massages in the bladder area, then place a pillow filled with hot, steamed horsetail on the lower abdomen. Aspen, buds. 4 teaspoons of buds, bark, or leaves per 1 cup of boiling water. Boil for 7 to 10 minutes. Infuse, wrapped, for 30 minutes, then strain. Take 2 tablespoons 3 times a day. Or, prepare a tincture, aspen buds infuse in vodka or 70% alcohol in a 1:10 ratio. Infuse for 21 days in a dark place, shaking occasionally. Take 25 to 30 drops 3 times a day. The decoction and tincture are used for acute and chronic inflammation of the bladder, cystitis, painful urination. Use the tincture of the inner bark of young branches with leaves. Carrot juice. For cystitis and other kidney and bladder inflammations, it is recommended to drink freshly squeezed carrot juice several times a day. Cranberry leaves. 1 tablespoon of crushed leaves per 1 cup of boiling water. Boil for 5 minutes. Infuse, wrapped, for 1 hour, then strain. Take 1 tablespoon 3 to 4 times a day before meals. Or, 1 teaspoon of dried leaves per 1.5 cups of boiling water. Infuse, wrapped, for 1 to 1.5 hours, then strain. Take half a cup 2 to 4 times a day before meals. Used as a diuretic, antiseptic, and anti-inflammatory. Cranberry leaves are very similar in action to bearberry leaves in this regard. Parsley seeds. 1/2 teaspoon of crushed parsley seeds in 2 cups of cold water. Infuse in a closed container for 8 hours. Take a 1/4 cup 4 times a day, 30 minutes before meals. Used for inflammatory processes of the bladder, kidney stones, acute and chronic cystitis, urination disorders in children, as a diuretic. Dill, herb with fruits. 1 teaspoon of herb with fruits per 1/2 liter of boiling water. Infuse, wrapped, for 1 hour. Take this dose in 2 to 3 portions throughout the day. In folk medicine, dill herb is used as a diuretic, and the water infusion of the herb with fruits is used for bladder inflammation. Nettle, stinging, flowers. 1 tablespoon of flowers per 1 cup of boiling water. Infuse, wrapped, for 30 minutes, then strain. Take warm, half a cup 4 to 5 times a day. Used for kidney and bladder diseases, nephritis, pyelitis, cystitis, urethritis. Veronica, medicinal, herb. 2 teaspoons of dry herb per 2 cups of boiling water. Infuse, wrapped, for 2 hours, then strain. Take half a cup 4 times a day, 1 hour after meals. Used for kidney and bladder diseases, cystitis, as an anti-inflammatory, pain-relieving agent. Anise, fruits, seeds. 2 teaspoons of anise seeds per 1 cup of boiling water. Infuse, wrapped, for 1 hour. Take 2 tablespoons 3 to 4 times a day, 30 minutes before meals. Anise limits the development of microbes in the renal pelvis and bladder, has a diuretic and expectorant effect. Used for inflammation of the renal pelvis and bladder. Or, alcoholic tincture, take 20 to 30 drops 3 to 4 times a day. Or, anise oil, take 2 to 3 drops on a piece of sugar 3 to 4 times a day. Flax, seeds. 2 teaspoons of flax seeds in 1.5 cups of water, infuse for 10 minutes, shaking for 5 minutes in a bottle, then strain through cheesecloth. Take 1/4/1/3 cup 3 to 4 times a day. Used for bladder and urinary tract inflammation, urinary retention, kidney inflammation, as a mild laxative. Plantain, leaf. 1 tablespoon of dried crushed leaves per 1 cup of boiling water. Infuse, wrapped, for 2 hours, then strain. Take 1 tablespoon 5 to 6 times a day before meals. Used for bladder inflammation and other bladder diseases, involuntary urination, nephritis, as an anti-inflammatory, antiseptic. Or, juice, take 1 tablespoon 3 times a day before meals. Black currant, leaf. 1 tablespoon of dried crushed leaves per 1/2 liter of boiling water. Infuse, wrapped, for 2 hours, then strain. Take half a cup 4 to 5 times a day. Used for colds, bladder inflammation, kidney and bladder stones, urinary retention, as a good diuretic, anti-inflammatory agent. Also used for dropsy, joint pain, rheumatism, and gout. Hops, cones. 2 teaspoons of hop cones per 1 cup of boiling water. Infuse, wrapped, for 4 hours, then strain. Take a 1/4 cup 3 to 4 times a day, 15 minutes before meals. Used for painful bladder irritations, frequent urges to urinate, kidney inflammation, and dropsy. Acts as a calming, pain-relieving, anti-inflammatory agent, promoting urine secretion. Blueberry, leaf. 2 teaspoons of dried blueberry leaves per 2 cups of boiling water. Infuse, wrapped, for 2 hours, then strain. Drink 2 to 3 cups of the infusion throughout the day in sips. Used for bladder inflammation, kidney stones, diabetes, dropsy, as a diuretic. The berries are used for kidney stones, nocturnal enuresis, gout, rheumatism, and anemia. Rosehip, crushed fruits. 1 tablespoon of dried crushed rosehip fruits in 2 cups of boiling water. Boil for 10 minutes. Let it steep, wrapped up, for 12 hours, then strain. Take half a cup 2 to 3 times a day before meals. It is used for liver, kidney, bladder diseases, and for gallstones and kidney stones. The infusion has a general strengthening and tonic effect. It increases the body's resistance to infections, is useful as a vitamin source, and reduces the permeability and fragility of blood capillaries. The seeds of the fruit have a choleretic, diuretic, and anti-inflammatory effect. They help expel stones from the kidneys and bladder. A decoction of the roots is used for malaria and as a good stone-breaking and dissolving remedy for kidney stones. Oat straw. 8 teaspoons of crushed straw, pour 1 liter of boiling water, boil for 15 to 20 minutes. Let it steep, wrapped up, for 30 minutes, then strain. Take 1 cup 3 times a day. It is used for kidney and bladder diseases, for dropsy, as a diuretic, sudorific, antipyretic, and blood-purifying agent. Pear, fruits, decoction. 1 cup of dried crushed pears boiled in 500–700 g of water for 15 minutes. Let it steep, wrapped up, for 4 hours, then strain. Take half a cup 4 times a day, 30 minutes before meals for kidney stone disease. Hemp seed. Hemp milk, crushed hemp seeds with water, a seed emulsion. Take for severe cold cough, jaundice, and bladder and urethra inflammation. The daily dose is 200-300 g. Drink in 3 to 4 doses throughout the day. Violet, sweet-scented. 1 teaspoon of the plant with roots in 1 cup of boiling water. Let it steep, wrapped up, for 2 to 3 hours, then strain. Take 1 tablespoon 3 to 5 times a day. It is used as a diuretic for bladder diseases, kidney and bladder stones. Avicenna writes that violet syrup helps with kidney pain and promotes urination. Calamus, roots. 2 teaspoons of powdered calamus roots in 1 cup of boiling water. Let it steep, wrapped up, for 2 hours, then strain. Take a quarter cup 3 times a day, 30 minutes before meals. Powder from the calamus root should be taken 1/4 teaspoon 3 times a day before meals with water. It is used for bladder inflammation and kidney and bladder stones. Kidney and bladder stones. Rosehip, roots. 1 tablespoon of crushed roots in 1/2 liter of water. Boil for 15 minutes, after boiling, let it steep, wrapped up, for 2 hours, then strain. Take 1/3 cup 4 times a day, 20 to 30 minutes before meals, as a good stone-breaking and dissolving remedy for kidney stone disease. In JTM, rosehip root decoction is considered a reliable remedy for dissolving all types of stones in the body or breaking them into individual grains, and it is also deadly to malaria parasites, promoting urination. Birch buds. 1 teaspoon of birch buds boiled for 15 minutes in 1 cup of water, let it steep, wrapped up, for 1 hour, then strain. Take half a cup 4 times a day, 1 hour after meals. Or, a tincture of birch buds in vodka or alcohol, take 15 to 20 drops with water 2 to 3 times a day. The infusion or tincture is used for chronic kidney diseases, especially for the formation of kidney stones, for dropsy, edema, various bladder diseases, arteriosclerosis, rheumatism, gout, and various joint problems, as an internal blood purifying agent for skin diseases, fistulas, acne, itching. Cranberry leaf. 1 tablespoon of leaves in 1 cup of boiling water. Boil for 5 minutes, after boiling. Let it steep, wrapped up, for 1 hour, then strain. Take 1 tablespoon 3 to 4 times a day before meals. Or, 1 teaspoon of leaves in 1.5 cups of boiling water. Let it steep, wrapped up, for 2 hours, then strain. Take half a cup 3 to 4 times a day before meals. The leaves are used for kidney stone disease, rheumatism, gout, and as a diuretic. Cranberry leaves have good demineralizing properties. Spruce. A 50% solution of spruce needle oil in peach oil is used. Pinabin is applied for kidney colic and kidney stone disease, 5 to 20 drops on a piece of sugar 3 times a day, 15 to 20 minutes before meals. The treatment course is 4 to 5 weeks. It is prescribed only by a doctor. Strawberry berries. During the summer season, when strawberries are in season, they should be eaten daily in large quantities. Eat the fresh berries either on their own, with milk, cream, sour cream, or sugar. It is believed that the fruit has the property to dissolve and remove liver and kidney stones and prevent the formation of new stones. Fresh berries are used as a wonderful remedy for vascular sclerosis, hypertension, constipation, diarrhea, stomach ulcers, gout, bladder diseases. Corn stigmas. 2 teaspoons of corn stigmas in 1 cup of boiling water. Steep, covered, for 1 hour, then strain. Take 1 tablespoon every 3 hours. For liquid extract, take 40 drops 2 to 3 times a day. Corn stigmas are used as a diuretic for kidney diseases, kidney stones, and bladder stones, as well as for dropsy. A water infusion of 2 teaspoons of corn stigmas in 200 milliliters of boiling water, taken 6 times a day, has a strong diuretic effect on patients suffering from various cardiovascular diseases with disrupted water-salt metabolism. Carrot, roots, seeds. Carrot roots are used as a diuretic and stone-dissolving remedy, especially for bladder stones. Carrot seeds are considered even more effective than the roots. A. 3 tablespoons of crushed roots in 3 cups of boiling water. Let it steep overnight. In the morning, drink 1 cup warm. Throughout the day, drink 3 cups. B. Grind carrot seeds into powder. Take 1 gram, about 0.2 teaspoons, 3 times a day, 30 minutes before meals. They help to expel stones and sand. C. 1 tablespoon of seeds in 1 cup of boiling water. Steep, covered, for 12 hours. Drink warm, half a cup 5 to 6 times a day before meals for kidney stones. D. Freshly squeezed carrot juice, drink 1 tablespoon 4 to 5 times a day for kidney stones. Onion, spirits tincture. Take 20 to 30 drops 3 times a day for 3 to 4 weeks. It is used as a laxative, diuretic, pain reliever, and helps dissolve sand and small stones in kidney stones. Note, onion tincture is contraindicated for heart, liver patients, and those with nephritis. Birch sap. In the spring, during the sap flow, drink 1 glass of fresh birch sap on an empty stomach before breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Birch sap helps expel stones from the kidneys and bladder. Parsley, roots, leaves, seeds. 1 teaspoon of finely chopped parsley roots plus 1 teaspoon of chopped parsley leaves in 1 cup of boiling water. Steep, covered, for 2 hours. Drink 1 cup in 3 doses before meals, in small sips. In winter, use dried parsley, 1 teaspoon of crushed parsley seeds in 2 cups of boiled water at room temperature. Steep for 6 to 8 hours, shaking occasionally, strain. Drink 1 tablespoon 4 to 5 times a day. In folk medicine, parsley roots, leaves, and seeds are used in infusions and decoctions as a diuretic for dissolving stones and sand in the kidneys and bladder, as well as for dropsy, edema, kidney, and bladder diseases. Couchgrass, rhizomes. 2 tablespoons, heaping, of crushed rhizomes in 1 liter of water. Boil for 20 to 30 minutes, after boiling, on low heat. Steep, covered, for 1 hour, then strain. Take 1 cup 3 times a day, 30 minutes before meals, preferably warm. Used for bladder diseases, urinary and bile ducts, kidney stones, and as a diuretic. Couchgrass is used to restore disrupted metabolism, especially in skin diseases, and as a hemostatic remedy. Pear, fruits, decoction. 1 cup of dried, crushed pears boiled for 15 minutes in 0.5 liters of water. Steep, covered, for 4 hours, then strain. Drink half a cup 4 times a day, 30 minutes before meals for kidney stones. Plum, resin. Crushed plum resin, steeped in wine, helps to break up stones in the kidneys and bladder when consumed internally. Field horsetail, green summer shoots. 2 teaspoons of dried, crushed herb in 1 cup of boiling water. Steep, covered, for 2 hours, then strain. Take 1 tablespoon 5 to 6 times a day at regular intervals. Used for kidney and bladder diseases, kidney and gallstones, as a diuretic. Blueberries, berries. 2 teaspoons of dried berries per 1 cup of boiling water. Let it steep, wrapped, for 4 hours. Take a quarter cup 5 to 6 times a day. Eat enough fresh blueberries daily. The berries and their infusion are used for kidney stones and nocturnal enuresis. Blueberry leaves. 2 teaspoons of dried leaves per 2 cups of boiling water. Steep, wrapped, for 2 hours, then strain. Take 1 cup 3 times a day for diabetes and kidney stones, urinary stones, and gallstones. Garlic. Before each new moon, take a small handful of peeled, finely chopped garlic and pour 1 liter of vodka over it. Let it steep in the sun for 9 days, shaking it occasionally. Once the new moon begins, take 1 shot, 30 milliliters, of garlic tincture once a day, in the morning, on an empty stomach. Continue taking it during the entire new moon, refer to a lunar calendar. Usually, kidney stone diseases flare up during the new moon. When urinating, don't release all the urine, but leave some, so that the stone does not directly touch the bladder. After the new moon passes, add more garlic and vodka to the bottle and wait for the next new moon. Do this for 3 courses. This can cure kidney stone disease, a recommendation from an ancient healing book. Radish, seed, root. Mix radish juice with honey or sugar in equal parts. Take 1 tablespoon 3 to 4 times a day. Or, cut off the top of the radish, hollow out the core, leaving walls 1 to 1.5 centimeters thick. Fill the center with honey or sugar. Let it steep in a warm place for a few hours, then drain the juice. Take this juice half a cup 2 to 3 times a day for lung diseases, as well as for dissolving stones in kidney stones and as a diuretic. In the past, doctors used radish juice with honey not only for kidney and bladder stones but also considered it a good remedy for gallstones, hyperacid gastritis, intestinal catarrh, nephritis, and hepatitis. Blood red geranium, herb. 2 teaspoons of dry crushed herb per 2 cups of cold boiled water. Let it steep for 8 hours, then strain. Drink this infusion several times a day. Geranium infusions have the ability to dissolve deposits in kidney stones, rheumatism, and gout. Dandelion, roots, leaves. 1 teaspoon of roots and herb per 1 cup of boiling water. Steep, wrapped, for 1 hour, then strain. Take a quarter cup 4 times a day, 30 minutes before meals. It is used for liver diseases, dropsy, chronic constipation, kidney and bladder diseases, and kidney stones. Hazelnut, hazelnut kernels. Crushed hazelnuts mixed with water are taken for coughing up blood and kidney stones. The kernels, freed from the dark brown shell, are consumed for kidney stones, as a stone-dissolving remedy. Parsley, roots, herb. 1 tablespoon of herb per 2 cups of water. Boil for 10 minutes after boiling on low heat. Steep, wrapped, for 2 hours, then strain. Take for 2 weeks for kidney diseases and weak stomach activity. First week, a quarter cup 3 times a day, 20 minutes before meals. Second week, 3/4 cup 3 times a day, 20 minutes before meals. 1 teaspoon of crushed roots per 1 cup of water. Boil for 15 minutes after boiling on low heat. Steep for 1 hour, then strain. Take 1 tablespoon 4 to 6 times a day before meals. Parsley is used as a painkiller for kidney, liver, and stomach colic, for sand and stones in the kidneys and bladder, and for dropsy. Mountain ash, red, fruits. Juice from mountain ash fruits, the fruits themselves, and sweet syrup made from sugar or syrup from mountain ash soaked in sugar are used as diuretics and for kidney and bladder stones, rheumatism, and constipation. Peas, tops and seeds. A decoction of tops and seeds is used as a diuretic for kidney stone disease. Dill, fennel, whole plant. The entire plant, including roots and seeds, is dried, crushed, and used as a remedy to crush and expel kidney stones, less often for gallstones. For this purpose, 2 tablespoons of crushed raw material are boiled. Burdock, roots. 1 dessert spoon of dried crushed burdock roots per 2 cups of boiling water. Steep, wrapped, for 1 to 2 hours, then strain. Take half a cup 3 to 4 times a day while warm. Or, 1 tablespoon of burdock root powder and 1 tablespoon of honey steeped for 7 days in 1 cup of vodka, then strain. Take 1 tablespoon 3 to 4 times a day for kidney stone disease, stomach ulcers, rheumatism, and edema. Burdock roots have long been used internally as infusions or decoctions for kidney and bladder stones, as a diuretic, for rheumatism and gout, gastritis and stomach ulcers, uterine cancer, esophageal diseases, sciatica, neuralgias, scrofula, rickets, coughs, diabetes, dropsy, hemorrhoids, chronic constipation, and various skin diseases, as a blood purifier and sweat-promoting agent. Figs, fruits. A decoction of fig fruits is recommended for painful urination and kidney diseases. It is believed that figs help clear the kidneys of stones in kidney stone disease. Nettle, roots. Nettle roots boiled with sugar are used for old stones. Collection number 1. Immortelle flowers, 3 teaspoons, rhubarb roots, 2 teaspoons, yarrow herb, 3 teaspoons. 1 tablespoon of the mixture per 1 cup of boiling water. Steep, wrapped, for 1 hour, then strain. Take half a cup 2 times a day, 30 minutes before meals. Collection number 2. Juniper berries, 1 part, dried bean pods, 2 parts, blueberry leaves, 2 parts. 1 tablespoon of the mixture per 1 cup of boiling water. Steep, wrapped, for 3 to 4 hours, then strain. Take a quarter cup 3 to 4 times a day for diseases related to uric acid excretion. Recommended. For uric acid stones, urates, and oxalate stones, drink alkaline mineral waters, Borjomi, Essentuki No. 17, Smirnovskaya, Slavianovskaya. For phosphate stones, phosphates, acidic mineral waters are beneficial, Narzan, Arseny. To prevent the formation of urates, limit meat consumption, especially broths. Meat should only be boiled and in small quantities. Fish dishes are allowed. Avoid liver, kidneys, and brain. A plant-based and dairy diet is recommended. For oxalate stones, meat can be eaten. Fish, baked goods, and grain dishes, animal and vegetable fats, sugar, honey, fruits, watermelons, and melons are allowed. Vegetables like cabbage, beets, and cucumbers are okay. Potatoes, tomatoes, carrots, and milk should be consumed in moderation. Avoid sorrel, spinach, lettuce, rhubarb, strong broths, and jelly. For phosphate stones, primarily meat-based foods are recommended. Exclude milk and egg yolks. Limit fruit, vegetables, and potatoes. Allowed, grains, baked goods, fish dishes, sugar, honey, watermelon, and melon.